What's up? What's up? It's your boy Saucy Rossi, the Canadian king of backyard barbecue. Today, I made chiri queso, an absolutely delicious Mexican dish where you get to take your tortilla and directly dip it in and pull out the taco you want to enjoy. So come along for the ride. I'm going to walk you through everything using Casa Bonita corn flour tortillas and just making this delicious dinner for myself. So let's get some cheese grated up. Now this recipe calls for any of the following. You can use queso Oaxaca, Monterey Jack, or low moisture mozzarella cheese, or a combination of any of those that you would like. What matters here is that you do add a good amount. You know, we're using like something like half a pound of cheese or something in this. It's a good amount, so have fun with it. Grate up a lot. You want to at least have enough to cover the entire pan that you're going to be using by at least like a quarter to a half an inch. That's what's important with the cheese. So we've got a cast iron pan right on the stovetop, and it's heated up. I used about medium high heat here, and I'm throwing in some chorizo sausage, okay? Now, it does call for chorizo here. You could probably get away with using something like a hot Italian or something like that. That's, not authentic, but it'd probably still be delicious. So if you wanted to experiment with the sausages you add here, there's nothing wrong with that at all. So I'm using a total of 5 sausages for this recipe. I throw in 4 here. You'll kind of see that for a moment. I start breaking them up and I realize maybe I should throw in a 5th. So that's when I throw that one in. But it's really important just to kind of brown this off. So you want to get a spatula, break all this up, and make sure, you're getting it cooked on all sides. Don't just let it start searing off on one, kind of like I'd let here. So yeah, pay attention, guys. So I might as well tell you a little bit about chiri queso. It's a classic Mexican dish that combines 2 rich flavors, chorizo and melted cheese. It's really indulgent as a dish and is often served as an appetizer or like a snack. It's a staple in Mexican cuisine, and it's normally enjoyed at family gatherings, restaurants, and festive occasions. The chorizo, a seasoned pork sausage spiced with paprika, garlic, chili, is typically sauteed until crispy and aromatic, like I'm doing right now. And once cooked, it's usually layered or mixed in with melted cheese, commonly Oaxaca or a Monterey Jack, creating a gooey, savory combination that's deeply satisfying. Traditionally, chiri queso is served bubbling hot in a cast iron skillet, or like an earthenware dish, and it's usually paired with warm tortillas or crispy tortilla chips for scooping. And its bold flavors make it a total crowd pleaser, especially when you're pairing it with fresh toppings like pico de gallo, guacamole, a splash of hot sauce. There are different variations of it as well that include sauteed onions, poblano peppers, or even a splash of tequila, and then they light it on fire. Like, it's super cool. I think that's called like queso flambana or something like that. It's super cool. Super cool. Anyway, on my end, I added in 1 red pepper, some tomatoes, some red peppers, and jalapeno pepper into mine. And I'm really sauteing that down. And what I did was I threw a cover on top of it because I really wanted to trap in the moisture here. You can see there's some high heat here. And with things cooking off, the sausage is going to start to sweat down into those vegetables, and I really wanted to keep all that moisture there. So by using the lid, that's what really traps it all in and is going to let me saute this perfectly. Now, with a cast iron skillet, it's really important to not use too crazy high of heat. And just like regular barbecue, patience is the name of the game. Now, we're not doing really low and slow here, but what's important is you're just not rushing through things. By going through at a good pace, making sure things are cooked properly, that's what's really important to get the best dish and the best possible outcome here. So I know I kind of did touch on this already, but seriously, keeping the moisture in while cooking chiri queso is essential. It's really important for maintaining the dish's creamy texture and preventing it from drying out. Chorizo has natural fats that contribute flavor and moisture, but overcooking it leads to dryness, and you don't want that. Similarly, the cheese needs to be gently melted and not overheated. It's the only way you'll really retain that gooey, stretchy consistency without becoming greasy or rubbery. And using a skillet with a lid for baking this dish, it's just the right way to do that because it helps trap the steam, ensuring both the chorizo and the cheese stay luscious and well balanced with moisture. If the dish does dry out, it loses its signature appeal, making the texture less appetizing and harder to pair with tortillas or chips. So just keep that in mind, okay? Use a lid. Make sure you're trapping in that moisture. And if you don't have a lid, just throw tinfoil over the top of whatever you're using. It will trap in that moisture and work perfectly. All right, so this sausage, these veggies, everything's looking cooked through. I'm feeling good about this. So I go ahead and grab a spatula and I remove just about 30 or 40% of what's in the frying pan. And then I spread everything out that's kind of remaining in there into kind of like a bottom layer. Next, I'm going to come in with some of that cheese. Basically, I'm going to come in with all that cheese, and I'm going to really spread it out here. I want to make sure I fully layer over it and get everything kind of in there, laid out perfectly. Now, once you're feeling good about that cheese coverage, we're going to go ahead and grab that meat that we set aside, and we're going to put it back right on top. This is our presentation layer here. So we get that on, and then you kind of want to push it down into the cheese, give it a little bit of a spread, but yeah, give it a little bit of a pat down in. We want to get it in there. We want it to kind of melt into that cheese as everything starts melting in and getting ooey gooey. Again, we're throwing that lid on, and that's really going to be the MVP of this recipe. It's going to help us achieve that perfect ooey gooiness that you see right there. So I go ahead, grab those Casa Bonita corn flour tortillas, give them a peel, throw them into a quick water bath. Then I throw them right into this dry pan. Now the corn flour tortilla is going to crisp up perfectly with that dry heat. Trust me on this one. You do not need oil. You don't need butter. You don't need any water. Just give it the quick bath, then right into that dry heat. Now let's go check out our churi queso. We've had this on the stove top. It's melted down. That ooey gooiness is perfect. That top presentation layer is showing itself off, just wanting a tortilla thrown right on it. So we go ahead, we give it a good sturdy mix to make sure everything is mixed around that meat, that cheese, it's all incorporated. The veggies, they're sauteed down. Everything is just perfect here. We want to make sure this is fully stirred, and then you grab yourself a tortilla shell and go right in and grab the handful you want. And just look at that. Holy cow. Talk about the perfect little snack, appetizer, just a delicious treat. Enjoy this while watching some football, some hockey, some soccer, right? Oh, it'd be wonderful. So then I go in with the fire roasted jalapeno salsa by Casa Bonita to top this off and bring it to the next level. Because why not, right? And by adding in this salsa, we've now kind of hit all kinds of different flavor profiles perfectly. The corn flour tortilla as a base shell, that chorizo sausage, the queso cheese melt, this salsa on top. Holy cow, those vegetables sauteed down inside, sitting inside those juices from the sausage. Yeah, this is just a 10 out of 10. So thanks again for watching my recipe video. I hope you like and subscribe. Try this recipe out yourself. Give me a follow on Instagram, on TikTok. Let me know in the comments below if you're going to try this. And have a great day.